What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Sabby. Welcome to another episode of Self Mastery. Before I begin today's topic, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. 2022, this is the year for you watching right now. I pray that it's filled with lots of love, abundance, prosperity, and true happiness for all of you because you guys truly deserve it. Without further ado, let's begin this video. Today's topic, your friends, your haters, and even strangers, complete strangers you don't even know about, are copying you. They're imitating you, and they're going to copy your whole swag, copy your whole style, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you move around, right? They're going to copy your unique expression. And the reason they do that, let's get into it, right? The reason that they do this, why do they copy you? Why do they want to be like you so bad? Because you are one of the select few. Right now, you watching this video, you are one of the select few that are tuned in, that are vibrationally in alignment. You have high energy. You have aligned energy, right? You are frequentially aligned to source in the sense that you're high vibrational. You've been working on yourself. You've been doing the self-work. You've been doing the internal development, right? You've been going through the struggles and you've been learning all your lessons. You've been absorbing and also implementing everything that you've learned from those lessons. You see, you weren't always like this. You too, once upon a time, you too were down there. You too had a lot of struggling times that you went through. You had a lot of turmoil you went through, right? Maybe you grew up in a family that wasn't always there for you. Maybe you grew up without your parents. Maybe you grew up and you were bullied in school. Maybe you grew up and, people just didn't like you for you being different, or you having different interests or different ways of expressing yourself, right? People just didn't like you, right? And so you have gone through the struggle. You have gone through hard times. Let's be real, you have. And so what did you do? Instead of letting those hard times defeat you, you self-developed. You became stronger. You became a better individual. You did the personal development. You did the self-improvement. You did all of that. You read books and you listened to lectures and you figured out that, hey, my life can become exactly what I want if I align with my desires, if I align with this energy that creates worlds, this energy, this source energy that's ever present. You realize these truths about reality in this physical world. And guess what you started doing, right? You started praying more. You started meditating more. You started being more thankful. You started being more thankful. You started practicing higher vibrational tendencies, right? You started really focusing in on your vibration. You started focusing on how I feel, how I treat others, what I think, what I speak. You started focusing on how I treat myself, right? There's a lot of self-love that went into your entire journey. You had to be okay and accept your shortcomings, your flaws, your weaknesses, all these things you had to be okay with. You had to understand that, hey, I'm not the best at this, I'm not the best at that, but I am good at this and I am good at that. So you started appreciating your strengths, right? You started appreciating things that you were good at, things that you enjoyed, things that you love doing. And you spent more time, more energy, more focus on those particular things. And you started growing, you started elevating. And that's the beauty of you, is that you are now that unique person that is excelling in those areas of your life, right? You started hitting the gym, you started looking better, you started dressing better, you started smelling good, you started changing your diet and eating better, right? You became a more conscious, healthy person. You started taking all your supplements, you started doing everything, and now, guess what? Now you're living the life that you want to live, or you're on the path to living the life that you want to live. You look better now, right? Your energy is vibrant. Your aura is vibrant. You're just killing it now, right? Now, if you want something, you get it. You desire something and you achieve it. Ask and you shall receive. And guess what? You're receiving what you want, right? Or it's on its way to you because you are closer to God now. You are a more connected individual. You are more divine now. You have tuned into your divine nature. And guess what? Guess what now? Now it bothers people close to you. It bothers your family that were never there. It bothers your distant cousins and your uncles and your aunts and everything like that. Your distant family, it bothers them now to see you grow, to see you do better. It bothers your old friends that you probably no longer even talk to, your friends from middle school, friends from high school, or even college that you grew up with. They see you now and they see that you're doing so well. They see that, hey, this person is excelling. This person is doing so good. How? They weren't like that earlier. They weren't like that when we were friends, right? And so it bothers them. And they're jealous. They're low-key hating on you. And because they're hating on you, they're going to try to downplay everything. They're going to try to downplay your success. They're going to try to make you seem average. They're going to make you seem like you're not a big deal. They're going to criticize your achievements. They're going to criticize everything. Maybe you once worked a minimum wage job and guess what? Now you have your own business. And then you come around these people, guess what they're going to do? They're going to try to downplay your business. They're going to say, it's no big deal, right? What is a business? It's a lot of responsibilities, a lot of expenses, a lot of taxes, a lot of this and that. They're going to try to make your business seem like it's nothing. But guess what they're going to do right behind your back? They're going to copy you and they're going to start their own business. They might even start the same exact business that you have started or that you've been working on. And it's funny and it's going to irk you at first. It's going to make you aggravated that, hey man, how is this person going to diss me or make fun of my business, but then do the same exact thing? What? Where do they do that at? You know, it just doesn't even make sense. And that's exactly what happens. And then also not even that, maybe you changed your look. Maybe you started, you got a new hairstyle. Maybe you started dressing differently. Maybe you changed up your swag. Maybe you started dressing more classy. Or maybe you started, working out and maybe you lost weight. Guess what they're going to say? They're going to make fun of you. Or not even fun of you. They may insult you in the sense like, oh, no, don't lose too much weight now. You're going to look sick. No, you're going to look way too skinny. You're going to lose everything. Don't do that. They're going to make fun of you for that. Or you just started hitting the gym and now you're bodybuilding. Now you're powerlifting, right? And they're going to say, oh, you're getting too big, man. You're getting too big, bro. It's not a good look. But guess what they're going to start doing behind your back without you even knowing? But you'll find out that they're hitting the gym now too. They've started powerlifting. They've started bodybuilding. Right? It's crazy that your haters will copy you. And the reason they do this is because they want to be like you. Low key, not even low key, high key. They want to be like you. But guess what? Energy can never be copied. You have your unique energy and they will never, ever get that energy that you have because you've done the work. You've done the internal work. Yeah, all your external changes are part of the reflection of doing the internal work. They're a direct reflection, actually. But you've done the inside work. You've worked on changing your thoughts. You've worked on changing your behaviors and your habits. And you've worked on thinking the best for yourself and thinking the best for others and thinking the best about life. You've done all of that. You've become a more positive, in-tune individual, but they're still not there. So they're going to try to copy the external, right? And that's okay. That's okay. Let them copy the external. And yeah, it may bother you, but you'll realize that guess what? They can never be like me from the inside because who I am on the inside is inimitable, meaning it cannot be copied, meaning that they'll never be like you, no matter how hard they try, no matter all the copying that they do, whether it's your swag, whether it's your style, whether it's the way you look, whether it's the way you dress, whether it's you and your business, whether it's maybe you started playing an instrument. Guess what? They're going to play an instrument now too. Maybe you're a realtor. Maybe you just got your real estate license. Now they're a realtor, or now they're taking the test to become a realtor, or they're at least studying to become a real estate agent, right? Or maybe you just started DJing because you've always loved music. Guess what they're doing now? They've started DJing. And you're just like, man, oh man, like, when can I catch a break? But hey, one thing I want to say about this is, look, if it bothers you that people copy you, understand first and foremost that it just comes with the territory. It just comes as a direct byproduct of you doing the self-improvement, you doing the personal development, and you improving yourself is just a normal byproduct. People are going to copy you. You cannot change that. It could be your friends. It could be your closest of friends, like your best friend could copy you, man. And low key, I'm being real. Watch out for those people, man, because they are in secret competition with you. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But it could be your closest friends. It could be your family. It could be your cousins that copy you. It could just be random strangers that follow you on Instagram or Facebook that can start copying you or start talking like you, start walking like you. And it's just like the list goes on. And so one thing I want to say is that be low key, right? If it bothers you, be low key about your life. Don't share too much about your life. Don't share, what you just got, what you just bought. Don't share if you just bought a new car, or you bought some new shoes, or you bought some new, clothing or whatever, or even if you're starting a new business, don't post about it. Don't share it. If you just started, some new arts and craft hobby or whatever you're into, whatever your hobbies are, could be, powerlifting, weightlifting, could be running, could be, yoga. Maybe you're, into like that whole spiritual community kind of vibe where, you're into sound healing, Reiki, yoga, whatever. Don't post about those things. Yeah, I get you want to share to the world what you're doing, but people are going to copy you. People are going to get on your wave, right? You're learning psychology, they're going to start learning psychology. You're learning philosophy, they're going to start getting into it. You've been learning or listening to self-development books, they're going to start listening or reading self-development books. That's just how people are, man. You started a clothing business or a clothing brand, now they're a fashion designer. And you're like, yo, where do they do that at? And it's people will copy you. So stay low key about your life, because staying low key will minimize them copying you. They won't know much about what's going on in your life. They won't know much about, what you're up to. And because of that, they can't copy anything, right? And so stay low key about your goals until you're at a place where, I'm so far in my journey, there's no way they'll ever catch up. Then you can post about it as much as you want, right? Feel free to, because you're further in your journey. But last thing I want to say is, yes, these people are in secret competition with you. So always be aware of the people that copy you, right? Because yes, one, they want to be like you. Two, they'll never give you the credit. They'll never say that you inspired me. What's that one quote? You inspire people you don't even know about, right? I love that quote because it is so true, right? You inspire people and you don't even know you inspire people, but you do. And guess what? You inspire them, but they'll never give you the credit. They'll never give you the credit. No matter what happens, they'll never say, hey man, you changed my life, man. It is because of you I decided to do this. They'll never say that. Because low-key, they're hating on you. They want to be like you, but they can't. And they can't tell you how much they love you because they still have some hate within them for you. And so they're going to try to compete with you, right? If you get a girl that, is a particular kind of girl, they're going to try to get with a girl that or a guy that's just like your girl or guy, right? Depending if you're like a male or female listening to this video, they're going to try to copy your significant other. They're going to try to get someone just like you. And it's like, yo, they're going to try to copy even that. They're going to try to copy your friends. They're going to try to be friends with your friends. They're going to do that. And the reason they do that is because they want to be like you so bad. They want to start attracting these things, but they don't realize the fact that the only reason you even attracted all of this is because, like I mentioned before, you did the internal work. You raised your frequency. You changed who you were. You changed your thoughts, behaviors, actions, habits, deeds, everything. You changed your whole life. And guess what? They still haven't done that. So they're going to try to copy you as much as they can externally to whatever extent that they can copy you. But that's about it, you know. But the main message is people will copy you. Haters, your friends, even your family, or just random strangers will copy you. And look, not much you can do about it because people at the end of the day are going to do what they want to do. But just be aware of these people and cut them off, man. Cut them off. If you don't jive with their energy, cut them off. If you don't resonate with who they are, cut them off. That's one thing I've realized, man. It's better to live a peaceful life alone than to live a stressful life with a bunch of people around you. I'll repeat that one more time. Somebody write this down, quote me on this, post me somewhere, right? It's better to live a peaceful life alone than to be stressed out living with a bunch of people or being surrounded by a bunch of people, right? So that's it for today's video. If this message resonates with you, give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody you feel like could really use this or somebody going through a similar situation. Subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and family. I have a lot more content coming out in 2022. Also, check out my last video about 6 major signs that someone is envious or jealous of you. I'll post it right up here. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much. Peace, much love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.